What is the creepiest thing you have seen in the woods or elsewhere? In order to get back home from a popular kebab restaurant, I need to walk a short path through the woods. Along the way, there is an extremely old, abandoned, partially collapsed chapel, and occasionally I will stand there for a few seconds admiring it. It's quite beautiful on its own way. One day during the winter season, I decided to rest there for a minute, so I placed my kebab on the bench right next to the chapel and just stood there taking in the scenery. It was already rather dark and the woods were almost completely silent, but right as I was about to continue my walk, I heard footsteps rapidly getting louder. It was a child running towards me, and as soon as I realized I was there, it started to repeatedly scream, "Run! He's coming!" Or variation of that same sentiment. I was a bit perplexed by the situation, so I watched the child run past me without moving an inch myself. I didn't take another second for a much more wary pair of footsteps to appear. I could make out silhouette in distance, which seems to be their region. And at that exact point in time, I got really scared. As opposed to running, I decided to hide in the chapel next to the altar, and after tripping over an old broken chapel bench, I reached my hiding place. The footsteps got louder and louder, but right as they approached the vicinity of the chapel, they suddenly went silent. About 50 seconds of complete quietness had passed just for the words, "Oi, you fucking idiot left your kebab on the bench," to break the silence. Turns out it was a resident of the very same street I inhabit. His nephew was visiting and he wanted to race him to the kebab stand. I don't know whether this was the right place to post this. Ultimately, this is more stupid than creepy. This took place in the Australian bush around 10 at night. I was 17, leading a staggered column of about 60 cadets to our detachment campsite. Due to light discipline rules, only I at the very front of the group, and the other flight commander of the rear had torches on. This was so that any vehicles coming along the trail could see us, and so that most of the cadets could maintain their night vision. We were camouflaged up and thus difficult to see at night. As we walked along, I periodically looked to my sides and kept seeing what looked like dewdrops on the ground, almost like tiny blue gems glinting in my torchlight on either side of the road. I had to maintain my position in the formation so I couldn't get a good